Hey, Jules.
Shaken.
Uh, let's let's see. We have a big news in this area. Right?
I'm excited.
Oh yes.
As my uncle would always tell me, ain't nothing shaking but the leaves in the tree, and the wind ain't even blowing.
Okay.
I love it.
I love that.
I love it.
I am
Yeah.
excited tonight. Feeling good.
Me?
I don't want to guess the new token name. It was way too hard. So it's easier to just find out here.
Did you try to guess what it's called?
Did you want me to DM you the name real quick?
No, I'll wait. I'll be more
Look at that.
exciting.
I'm not part.
I'm
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to know
DM
what
you
you
the
think it
name
is.
real quick. I'm gonna DM you the
You're gonna
name.
DM. Okay, DM me the name. What you think it is?
Okay, but don't say it out loud.
I won't.
All right, I'll do it, Jules.
Okay.
It's called Stackhouse Eno.
Yes. Just kidding. Stackhouse Enu.
Yeah.
You got to put Zill in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
funny.
love it.
Oh, that was
and
so
baby,
funny.
baby
Stackhouse
Stackhouse,
Enu.
Zilla Inu.
Oh goodness.
House.
This was gonna be like Diesel coin or like the fender of Diesel, but I'm like, I didn't even want to guess. It's way too hard.
Well, I guess we'll
Baby
all find out
Stackhouse
soon.
safe
It's
move.
hard.
Baby.
Baby Stackhouse safe move. You guys are so funny.
Jules, we've never
Yo,
DM'd each other.
you better DM me then. What the heck?
Why don't you talk to me?
Oh, don't be sad. I'm sorry.
Man, putting the guilt on
I was
D.
gonna say, laying it on hard, man.
I know in
Nobody.
public, 31 people. Like, don't shame me.
But I
Don't
mean,
don't DM shame me.
I'm just saying that like we've been cool for so long, and I just realized we
Hey,
never talked.
the DM works both ways, bro. So what up?
Oh,
Oh,
Hey, look, here's the
What's
deal. I
going
just
Good
on
DM'd
right
you.
one,
now with
good
this
one,
whole DM situation is what I want to know.
good one.
What did I just walk into?
All right, I'll send you a DM,
Mark
Mike.
was mad that him and I have never had a private DM. He DM
Well,
shamed me
I just
publicly
realized
in front of
that.
32 people.
I was like, wait a minute, we've
you
never
know what they
talked.
say. I mean, it goes down in the DM, right? You guys agree?
Yeah.
But I said the DM goes both ways. You know don't like we can have an we can have a private conversation. I'm cool with that.
if you don't know Jules is about equality, you don't know Jules.
Sure, for sure.
Oh, wow.
All right, so here we go. Let's
All right, here we
give it a
go.
couple more minutes, I guess.
Who's recording it?
Somebody is. I see the light
Oh,
go
it's
up.
already recording. Awesome.
All right,
Hey,
Thanks,
guys.
Mike.
let's talk
Hey,
about
what's up,
Stackhouse
man?
Eno, Mike.
All right, we're gonna start off a little slow. You know, a little. We're gonna get you guys ready before we jump into it. So I was gonna get a little dirty with that one, but I stopped myself because I walked into the whole DM conversation, so my mind was thinking other thoughts.
I know what you were
Okay,
thinking.
so
PGG's got the record.
yes, all right. So just want to touch base. Obviously, on the 15th, we burned 12.5 trillion tokens. Everybody witnessed the catastrophe happen. Well, I wouldn't say catastrophe, but we avoided it. There was a little hiccup that happened with I'll explain to those who don't really know what happened. Um, we could blame it on Charles. I'm well aware we could do that. That's okay.
I
No,
knew
so
that
what
one was
happened was
coming.
I've been there before, Charles. It's okay.
He's got
so
big
what happened
shoulders.
what happened was Charles was going to unlock his wallet. For some reason, it triggered a function on our contract that we actually don't even use, and it caused that 175 BNB sell off. I completely lost my mind because, like I told a lot of you, I thought I was looking at the wrong chart. I didn't even know what happened at first, so kind of freaked us all out a little bit. But regardless, it was rectified. Buyback wallet bought back in, brought us back up. No harm, no foul type deal. There still is. It hasn't been pumped back into the project yet, so I'll let you guys know that there's still about 97 BNB and B and B, that will be put back into the project. Um, whether it's going to come in again, like I told you guys, as one big buy, which I hope it doesn't. Honestly, I think it's going to come in as layered, or it's just going to get strictly added to the liquidity. That part I'm not too sure about yet, but they have recaptured it. So long story short is, what happened was when it triggered the function in our contract, it actually sent the BNB to our contract address. Okay. That's not something you could just go in and kind of pull out, right? There's like no button to say, hey, give me that back. So Tony had to write a side contract that interacted with our main to kind of withdraw it from it. So thankfully, he had built in it, the original contract, that there was a call function that could be used, because if not, that BNB would just be stuck there forever. So kudos to him. He's been working nonstop on that, and that'll all be taken care of. So again, 12.5 trillion tokens burned. Then I believe we burned. What did we burn the next day? 500 billion after the buyback wallet bought in. Either way,
Yep.
we're up to a total of 15 trillion tokens burned total. That's 20% of the total supply. Valued, obviously, current market cap at about 4.8 million, which is huge. I mean, obviously, the more we continue to burn, we all know what happens, right? Less supply, more value. We can say that Alpha Ape has successfully staked over 2 trillion tokens to date. Very, very impressive. You guys have been great working with Tony, obviously. It just shows that, this community really is all about this project and for the things to come. I made that little video the other day, or yesterday, was it? Yeah, yesterday. I lose track of days so fast. Kind of just did it on a whim. I said, you know what? Let me put this video out. Just kind of explain things. It was just like a one take thing. I kind of ran through it. So hopefully it gave some of you like a visual on, what truly is happening with the whole Alpha Ape network and Defender of Doge. I made my little characters with Johnny and the Bumblebees. If you guys all watch that, just to kind of give you the visual of it. I can say that I'm happy to announce that we actually have 2 projects that have reached out to us already, that are very interested in coming over and staking their project on Alpha Ape. Huge. I mean, this is, guys, it's brand new, and we've already got 2 projects very interested. They want in. Now it's up to us if we take them, right? So it's going through that whole vetting process that I talked about. They're not going to be listed for trade on Alpha Ape yet, obviously, because that's not live, but they're going to use the Alpha Ape staking function for their token. And just to, in total transparency, I'll tell you exactly what the requirements are for those tokens and those community members. So the first one is it's a smaller community. It's got about 900 members, which is fine. It's no big deal. The other one has a little over 3,000. So the requirements that we're making as of now, this can change as it goes along. Each project itself is going to have to hold a minimum of 10 BNB of DOD, right? That's the project itself, to like get the keys to the kingdom, like I've been talking about. But each member who decides to stake on our platform has to hold a minimum of 0.5 BNB worth of DOD. So, I'm not the math guy here, obviously, but if you want to round up some numbers, that's 3,900 members. Obviously, if they all decide to do it, great. If not, say 2,500 of them have to buy 0.5 worth of DOD to now stake those community tokens, not including the 20 BNB worth, combined between the 2 projects of DOD. Those projects will have to purchase. So this is great news, guys. This is what I've been talking about. I know we're here. I know a lot of you guys are here. They're very, very excited about my other announcement I'm going to make tonight. But this right here is what we've all been waiting for. This is the stuff that I've said over and over again when it comes to Defender of Doge, when it comes to this team, that we don't need to go out there and advertise. We don't have to advertise our token, Defender of Doge. We don't have to do it. It is going to sell itself. And like I said, closing these 2 deals, and like I said, they're ran by 2 very good different teams, but they're very upfront people. They're honest people so far. we're going to do our due diligence, obviously. But, you know, since they're only staking with us, right, that's a different function. It's not like we're listing their projects for sale. So it's a little bit different. So they're going to be able to kind of just come in as long as they meet the requirements that we, you know, we set forth, they're going to be good to go. So that possibility, if everybody does it, that's 4,000 new DOD holders. We all know once the burn catches up, they have to buy this, you know, price goes and it goes. Okay. That's great news. So I guess we're here now to the point where we've all been waiting for, I guess.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I don't know if I want to do it.
Dun,
All right,
dun,
so
dun,
I'll do
dun.
it. So, you know, we've been talking about this for a while, right? And I've been dying to let you guys know what the new token name is and everything like that. So I'll just touch on it that obviously we've said it before, tokenomics are going to be the same. It's going to have the 5x5x5, you know, 5% liquidity, 5% buyback, and 5% SHIB rewards. The team, myself, a lot of others have kicked around a lot of ideas. And honestly, we truly, truly believe that this is going to be a top 2,000 token easily. You know, for those who have been with us from the beginning, we all know you get into a pre-sale, you're going to have your typical ups and downs and ups and downs. You're going to hit your coin market cap. You're going to have your moonshots on that. The best part about this token is it has a very, very strong base, and we're playing right into that base. So I'm just going to go ahead and let me see here. Maybe I'll just post a few pictures. Maybe I'll make it easier for myself. So the new token, obviously, is going to be a BSC project because we love BSC. We love the gas fees. Again, it's going to have reflections in SHIB rewards. And it's playing right into the fact of what this project, the main project, I should say, stands for. And there it goes right there. So, and my pictures got deleted. Are you kidding me? There's a big suspenseful moment right there, and my pictures got deleted.
Dang, Mike. What
That's
are you
true.
doing?
I saw it, bro.
Deflationary.
I saw
That
it.
was
I saw it.
deflationary.
Mike, you have to post it from your phone,
Mike is
not on a
fired.
computer.
It was nice, good AMA, guys. I'll talk to you later. Hold on, let me have Steve. Is Steve around? Can he post these
Mike,
things? Hold on.
do you want me
Yes,
to
sir.
show it here? Like share my screen?
No, I got it right here. I'm gonna do it right here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna have Steve post it. Okay, let's try it again. And there it is. Sergeant SHIB. Okay, welcome to the SHIB Army. Huge, a lot of feedback we've gotten on this. We've spoken to a few people. Obviously, we couldn't release the name yet. But as you know, guys, any Shiba token, and if it's ran right, are moonshot tokens. You can't find a SHIB token on CoinMarketCap that's over 3,000. I mean, you probably can, but they're probably all just BS ones. The team and everybody that we've coordinated with that's going to be promoting this and everything that we have lined up to go with this token is the one we've been waiting for. It's the one we've been waiting for. Okay. Obviously, you know, we're going with the military theme. The team the team decided to I'm not going to release the white paper now, even though it's pretty much done, but I'll just tell you a little bit about what's in it. So the team and I come from a military background. My family served all over. I know we have community members that have served. We as a team, we're not, it's not built into the tokenomics. This is just a side note. We're going to be dealing with a few different, charities to help support, military families, Wounded Warrior Foundation, a couple others. So the team,
God, man.
yeah, so the team itself is going to take that money. I spoke to Jules about the whole charity thing, and she said best bet is to do it like once a quarter. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to donate to, I can actually probably tell you the names of the charities. If you give me a
That is
second.
awesome, man. Wow.
Yeah, and again, that we're not asking the community members for that, right? That's just something that the team is going to do. We are going to work on a way for setting up where if you guys would like, it's not going to be, trust me, we're not saying, oh, this is just for a charity token, but if you wanted to, there'll be a way that you can do it and then use it as a tax write-off. You know, obviously, 501, what is it, Jules? What's it called again? 501c.
501c. Yeah,
501c. Yeah. So the projects, obviously, it's the Wounded Warrior Projects, the National Military Family Association, and Operation Second Chance, helping heroes move on. Those are the three for now. Obviously, we'll take, if anybody knows any that they have an affiliation with or anything like that, we're happy to talk about it. Let me post this up here too. Let me get Steve to put this up. Hold on 1 second.
This is awesome. I'm super stoked.
It is. It's
Oh, yeah.
guys. This is the one. This is the one I've been telling you guys about. It's here we go. Hold on. Steve, post this for me. That's the socials for now. Website is in development, obviously, but that's your Instagram, Twitter. I don't know what else is on there. Telegram, new Telegram channel. For Sergeant SHIB. Now, we all know, like we've talked about in the past, right? Sergeant SHIB we're expecting it to be a little chaotic, right? We're expecting this to be a different, it's not going to be as calm, I think, as our Defender of Doge community, but that's okay, right? You know, a SHIB token, you know, it's going to get kind of crazy, which is, this is the one we've been talking about as far as volume goes, right? Because the more volume that pumps, the more SHIB rewards everybody earns. You know, the whole motto behind Sergeant SHIB is that every Sergeant SHIB holder creates a new Shiba holder, right? And it builds the Shiba army, the SHIB army, I should say. I can't say Shiba army. It's SHIB army because they don't like that if I say Shiba army. Again, we all know the community that supports that, right? Now they're going to have the chance to buy Sergeant SHIB, earn the Shiba rewards, paying only BSC prices without paying Ethereum gas prices. So it's kind of a win-win-win for everybody involved. So this is your dad's an injured vet. This is awesome. Yeah, hey guys, listen, that's just part of what the team, you know, I had both my cousins serve overseas. They were paratroopers. They jumped out of planes. I don't know how they did it, but they've been in the military their whole life. And you know, so it's something I hold close to myself as well. And again, that's not what this token is about. It's not a charity token. It's just something that we're going to be doing on the side as a community, giving back and helping out. So that's something that, you know, we hold pretty close to the chest on that one. You know, this is something that we've been in the works for a while with. I've reached out to a few people without kind of giving away the whole premise of it, because obviously we didn't want to release all this information until pretty much everything was set in stone. Now it is. Tony, I believe, finished the contract today, and it's going to have the same thing, right? Listen, there's going to be a little bit of a difference though, right? We're going to have it so, as of right now, our current tokenomics, I shouldn't say tokenomics, our anti-whale for Defender of Doge it's matched max sales and match buys. It's dead even, right? And it fluctuates with volume, and it fluctuates how everything works. This one, it's going to be where the buys is going to be higher than the sells. Tony wrote that into the contract. It's still not going to be that somebody can come in and buy 20 trillion tokens and own the project, because that's not what we stand for. We'll never let that happen in any project we're a part of. We love whales, but we love the right whales, right? You have to be the people that are committed to the team, and thankfully this whole Defender of Doge project is full of them. But you know, it'll be something where I don't know specifics on the transaction amounts yet, but it'll probably be somewhere around, I think, maybe 10 BNB max buy, max sale, probably 5 BNB or 4 BNB. I don't know. I'm just talking with you guys now, just like spitballing some ideas. Tony hasn't set that in stone yet. But again, it's going to offer more volume because that's what we want with this project. Like I said, this project's going to be different. It's not going to be the Defender of Doge. It's going to be the Sergeant SHIB, but it's part of the Alpha 8 network, right? So it's going to be the second token listed on the swap, listed on the wallet. It's still going to have the opportunity to now, if you want to, again, guys, anybody who wants to earn Sergeant SHIB, they have to stake. How do they have to stake? They have to buy Defender of Doge, right? The keys to the kingdom. I'm going to say that over and over and over again. Nothing works in Alpha 8 without DoD. And that's kind of the point I was trying to make in that video. And I had just gotten word, one yesterday and then one this morning, about these two other projects. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm seriously excited about Sergeant SHIB. I really, really am. And that was going to be like my home run speech tonight. Like, yes, this is it. And I'm still super excited about it. But the thing I am the most excited about right now is that these two projects reached out to us already, just from seeing the limited amount that we've had up and running now with our staking capability. And this is something that we've said from the beginning, that once this continues to take off, sky's the limit, guys. I mean, the burn has not reflected yet. It has not reflected yet. We checked with BSC Scan. They said, listen, you guys burned a ton, and it cycles through, right? It cycles through. And Tony did a lot of analytics on it. He dug into it. He said certain places might show it first over the other. Obviously, once it all comes together and meshes, Tony said it to me because, like I said, I've been a part of projects. I've seen burns happen, but I've never really understood it like in full of what it's doing. And he says once this finally catches up, and these buys that you see come in, the price is just going to go. And, so when people are like, "Oh, well, you're unrealistic," I was having a private conversation with somebody today, and I said to them, they're like, "Well, what do you think Defender of Doge is going to be?" I said, "You want to know my honest opinion?" I said, 2 zeros and a 2 by the end of 22, right? And some people are like, "No, you're crazy." I says, "But I'm not." Because again, guys, the more the buyback wallet buys back, the more it burns, the less there is. And if we keep closing deals like these two, just imagine how many more holders of Defender of Doge there's going to be. It's unstoppable. And this is something that I am so glad that we decided to go this route with this project, because it made I know I made some, when I was making the video, I got chewed up a little bit by some people saying, "Oh, well, Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't stable coins." Well, guys, in my eyes, they are stable coins, right? Because I know if it's not USDT or whatever it may be, those are really considered stable coins. But Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my book, are stable coins. So when we decided that, say, hey, Defender of Doge was the first project to come out, we're never giving up on it. It's never getting pushed to the side. Let's give it that purpose for life. And now we've given it that purpose. And I know I'm taking away from the whole Sergeant SHIB thing, but I'm really excited about these two new projects wanting to come with us so fast. And we've only legitimately been staking for, I don't know, what has it been, a couple days now? Maybe
Yeah, 5 days.
5
5
days.
days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 days. So, I mean, the word is already starting to travel. And yes, some people, one of them was somebody I knew. He says, "Listen, I know this project. I think they'd be interested." I said, "Tell them to shoot me a message. Let's talk about it." And, and I think I gave them reasonable deals, right? I said, "Listen, you guys will be the first two to come on board. Will the pricing change? Absolutely. It'll probably change as we go. But each project has to hold, like I said, a minimum of 10 BNB each of Defender of Doge, worth of Defender of Doge. And each community member that wants to stake that token has to own 0.5 BNB worth of Defender of Doge. Again, it's a total of 3,900 members in their community, both communities combined. Are they all going to do them? No. But if you gain another 2,000 holders of Defender of Doge, as this price continues to raise, guys, all of you that bought in super early and decided to stake and hold, you are going to be extremely rewarded with the more deals that we close. Kevin is not here right now because he's meeting with a guy from the Middle East, and there's a lot of interest and a lot of hype coming up behind everything that we've been working on. And I am super excited about it. I wish, I could just see him constantly talk about it, but I don't want to just keep rambling on and on because I tend to do that. Sergeant SHIB is scheduled to launch February 15th, tentative date right now, right? February 15th. Might be a little bit sooner. Obviously, we know, I keep overlooking this, which is the craziest part is that we have a wallet coming out. I keep like glancing over that, and like I should really be making a big deal about that too. But there's just so much stuff going on, right? So obviously the wallet release date is set for February 1st. The Alpha Wallet, iOS, Android. Tony, I know, has been going crazy. Tony and Steve, it's pretty much done from what I've been told. Obviously, I told you guys I played with the beta version a while back. They have to constantly keep tweaking things, especially with the iOS version, because Apple's a real pain in the neck when it comes to that stuff. But you know what? It's all about security, and it's all about everybody, doing the right thing. So I respect that. Why rush something? Make sure it's a good product when it comes out. Android's a little easier to get stuff listed. Actually, you could just list anything you want on Android, honestly. It just kind of goes through. But they wanted to make sure they kind of got them both out at the same time. So, February 1st was the date. And, we've stayed true to our word pretty much. So, knocking on wood that Apple and the iOS and everything goes through in time to meet that February 1st deadline. That's another huge thing, guys. So, you're going to have a wallet that comes out. You're going to have Defender of Doge, Sergeant SHIB, first tokens on the wallet ready to go. I'll have Tony get more into the specifics behind the wallet because he knows way more about that than I do. Let me think.
A quick question, Mike.
Yes.
So because we know it is February 15th, we do not want other people to copy because we have declared, the
Yes.
copycats are there
Yes.
who try to copy, so they don't steal our name and tokenomics. What I have
Correct.
taken steps.
That's all been taken care of. The website, everything, the contract's already written. I mean, listen, like there's been so many tokens out there that have been copycatted, right? I mean, we have the contract already. You'll see the date the contract was created. And we thought about that too, right? Like we kept pushing it off. We were like, we can't release it yet because of this, because of that. It was my personal thing to say until Tony's pretty done with that contract, I don't want anybody name. But so contract is done. So I said, let's keep our word. Let's release the name. But again, anything could be copied, right? Somebody could release a Defender of Doge tomorrow. And it would just be, okay. Then we would have to know who's the real one and who's not. So we've been through this already now, right? We know the ins and outs when it comes to launching a token. Obviously a lot of you guys were with us during the first DoD pre-sale, pink sale failure, how to swap to DX sale. We're going to be hosting it strictly on DX sale. There is going to be whitelist spots available. Not sure how that's going to totally play out yet, but it's not going to be an abundance of them, I should say. It's going to be, there's going to be, I don't even want to get into the whole, what is this? Because I know when I say things, people are like, well, you said this. So I'm just going to say there's going to be whitelist spots available. Pre-sale, I'm going to give you a little information on. I believe that during this pre-sale, one BNB will get you 15 billion. On release of Sergeant SHIB, one BNB will be worth 10 billion. So obviously, if you get it on the pre-sale, you're getting a bonus of 5 billion for getting in early. That's something they did not do on Defender of Doge. It released for the same as it was pre-sale. So this is going to be a little bit more of an incentive. Hard cap, soft cap is a little bit up for debate so far. They don't really know. I had my opinion on it. I got shot down. They're like, no, it's too low. I said, but that's something, listen, we're going to have talks with that. And we'll actually come to you guys. We'll take input from you guys along the way too on what you guys think. We're totally open to all that. But, it's been an extremely busy week, guys. I mean, I was up since 3:30 this morning, obviously, because, Tony's on a totally different time zone. So when I try to work with him, I got to get up early, just like when he gets up at 4 a.m. to do our AMAs or, when he can. And he's been coding. I've been trying to help him. We've been trying to design, get things done. I mean, the Sergeant SHIB logo is badass, guys. It is good. Let me tell you something. Wait till you see this website when it's completed too, right? It's and before I get there, because I know somebody's going to ask me what the use case is. So let me actually, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. You're going to wait to get the white paper. But it's basically, again, Sergeant SHIB is part of the Alpha Ape Kingdom, right? I've said this about DoD. So let me get a little technical here, but so Sergeant SHIB, the way it redistributes SHIBA rewards is it fills up with a router, right? It's a router that distributes SHIBA rewards to all the holders. So obviously, the more you hold, the more rewards you get. That's just the same thing with like reflections on this. We actually had the option of doing dual rewards, and that is something that still could possibly be done. So 5% SHIBA and 5% something else, but I'm not gonna. That's not anything right now. But we have the opportunity to still do that if we decide to do that. But as of right now, it's only SHIBA rewards. So one of the use cases, obviously, with Sergeant SHIB is going to be, it's going to get a percentage of everything that Alpha 8 brings in as well. It's going to get fed into the router, right, that distributes the SHIBA rewards, whether it's a percentage from this NFTs, that NFTs, whatever the case may be, is it's all going to get fed back in because, again, it's part of the Alpha 8 network. I like to call it the network. Questions, guys, hit me with them.
Mike, I have a question.
I'm sure you guys got. Yes, please.
I'm ready.
Please.
So,
go.
This has been a question that has been in my inbox for a couple of days, and I was waiting to ask. How do you secure SHIBA and then be able to redistribute it without actually buying the SHIBA beforehand? So how does that, can you break down how that works for the people who are asking me?
That's a great technical question for Tony. I don't know how, but I know it's something to do, again, with that whole router. I think it swaps the tokens for the SHIBA. I don't know, but I don't want to give you the wrong answer on that one. I honestly don't know.
I'll ask Tony. I'll get back to everybody who's been asking me. That makes sense.
Yes.
If you were, because then the portion of it's actually getting purchased.
Correct.
So then it's actually
it's not like we're just getting it for free, or it's not like we're shelling out and buying all this, this
right.
SHIBA.
That was my question. People asked if we were actually buying a grip of SHIBA and keeping it somewhere and then distributing it to our holders, and so they're curious basically how it works to be able to see those rewards without actually purchasing that. But the SHIBA technically has to be purchased by somebody, right?
Correct.
So,
and I believe it's a swap function, so it'll swap like whether it's a portion of the BNB used to purchase Sergeant SHIB, or it's the tokens from Sergeant SHIB itself are getting swapped for SHIBA. It's one of those. It's one of those.
Okay, cool. So that answers my question. I'll find out exactly the technical answer for the people who are on here who have been asking me. But that does make sense because they do have to get purchased. They get removed out of circulation for SHIBA, right? They have to get removed somehow. And to get removed, they have to be purchased. And then they're just utilized as reflections as a reward, essentially. Got it.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
And now keep in mind, obviously we're dealing with the BEP 20 version bridge of SHIBA, right? So you obviously SHIBA is an ETH based token. but they have the BEP20 bridge. It's the same exact token. She was very good at this. It matches the price exactly. And it's meant for reflection rewards for projects like this. So, and everybody's gonna say, well, it's ETH, it's an ETH product. No, it's not, because it's the same exact thing. You're actually a Shiba holder. It still counts as being a Shiba holder. When the price goes up on Shiba, it's the same thing. If it goes down, it goes down. And you could sell it, obviously you're just not going to get ETH. You're going to get BNB for it when you sell it.
So I have another question really quick. Sorry.
Yes.
So does
Sure.
that mean that we need to enter the BEP20 Shiba contract in our wallet to see the reflections?
Correct. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
you will. And that'll all be put out, when it's time. So you can see it just kind of gathering in there for sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Absolutely. That's it.
I had a question.
Sure.
I first wanted to say, I think you did a great job with that video. I was very, very impressed with the video, and I like the idea of the keys to the kingdom, and just I was really impressed with that. And I think it'll be great if we all give that to as many people as we can and post it on our, a lot of us are on Facebook pages where we can post those things, crypto Facebook pages and stuff. So it was really well done. But my question was, it was similar to what AK was talking about. There was a token, it was I think it was called Satoshi Street Bets or something like that. And there was a real group of guys that were putting it together. And once they started talking about it, somebody scooped them. So they were kind of, they put out their own version of it. It was just a completely different thing. But a lot of people bought it that would have bought the first token. So what I was wondering is, could you go ahead and put on the Alpha Ape website a little picture of the Sergeant thing and say coming this date? And that way people know this is the quality project. You see what I'm saying? And put it, so that there's no confusion where good people throw money into rug pulls, So,
Absolutely. No, I
that
agree
was
with you
my idea,
1,000%. Yes.
the date and the really cute
1,000%.
picture. So, yeah. But
Yeah,
anyway.
no, that's definitely something we're going to do. It's all going to be intertwined. The Sergeant SHIB website, again, is being designed right now, but it'll also link back to the Alpha Ape. And yes, that'll be listed on the Alpha Ape website as well, Sergeant SHIB. So it's the right contract. And like I said, we could have stretched it out and kept telling you guys, listen, the next token, the next token, the next token. But then, we're sitting back, we're like, these people are staking, like we said, I think it's over 2 trillion tokens have been staked so far, but nobody really knows what they're staking for. You know what I mean? So it's like we have to let it out of the bag. Unfortunately, in this space, there's always going to be copycats. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something that pops up tomorrow, after us having this AMA. But rest assured, again, it's just like anything else, right? It's only going to be listed on our official website, on our official, the Alpha Ape site, our official telegrams, and our official social media accounts. That's it. And obviously, you could always come to Defender of Doge here and get the answers for it as well, because we're all holders of Sergeant SHIB one way or another. So it's no, I appreciate that, right? Because again, I've seen it happen to people I know. I told a story one day about a guy who was launching a project 2 days before pre-sale. He was doing it by himself, so it was a little different. I think he had like one other person working with him, but he really broke his ass on it. It was getting ready to launch, and scammers came in, made an identical telegram, made an identical pre-sale, and got all the people to go buy over there. And then they rug pulled everybody. So yes, you're right. We have to be extremely careful, but thankfully we have a Tony on our side who can kind of sniff out a lot of that stuff. So we're very lucky in that aspect.
So, Mikey, one quick question, right? The
Yes.
domain name has been registered and has not been taken.
Yes.
Perfect.
Not been taken.
That's all.
Not been taken. Which I'm surprised that it was never taken. I'm surprised that this name was never used. We did an extensive. We already got the clearance on BSC scan for the name. Everything's going. It's full throttle at this point. And realistically, we could probably release it sooner. But again, we don't want to pull away from Defender of Doge at all, right? We're committed to DoD. and we're committed to the release of the wallet. So we want to let that shine for a while, right? We don't want to just go out there and say, oh, look, they put out Defender of Doge, and a month and a half or whatever, 2 months later, here comes the next project and a wallet and a swap and all this stuff at once. So it's like, yes, we love to, give you guys announcements and, keep coming out with things because that's just the way we are. But we also want to let things, marinate for a little bit, right? We want to let people know, like, listen, Defender of Doge, the burn happened, things are going to start reflecting. And I'm super excited about the 2 projects that reached out to us, guys. That is so huge. Obviously, this isn't a Sergeant SHIB AMA, right? I mean, I announced it. We're going to have stuff go on over there. Mods from here are going to be mods over there. Again, we're going to need more mods. We're going to need more help. So if anybody's ever interested, get in contact with Charles, Alpha, any of those guys, because we're going to need help, honestly, because I truly believe that the next Telegram community, like I said, will probably be a little crazy, a little wild. We can all deal with it, though. We all deal in crypto. We know how it gets. But I really think that it's going to be a great project. I really do. And I keep going back to, I'm just super excited about these 2 projects wanting to come aboard with us and stake. That's just the beginning of it. The beginning. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I had a kind of that's more of a question and an idea.
Sure.
My first one is, I know you're working on basically, I guess I'll say a hype man that put Shiba to the top, Shiba Inu. And you guys are trying to lock that down. I was thinking if you guys come up with an update on it, rather than doing an announcement like, hey, we signed this person up or not, maybe if you guys sign him up, have him come on and say that he signed up with us. I think that will build up a lot of hype in the room between us and whatever his community he has.
Well, I'll put it this way. I mean, I never count count the eggs before they hatch. You know what I mean? Like, he's a very good person. He's actually a very good friend with somebody that's very close to our community. I'm not going to say who this person is yet, obviously, because I just, it's not a right thing to do, and I gotta respect his wishes and everybody. But all I know is that he's very intelligent in this space. He's got a massive following, and he is one of the people that drove Shiba to the top, pretty much. I mean, and when I had this conversation with him the other day, with one of our community members, I don't know if they want me to say their name, so I won't. He was very excited about it, extremely excited about it. Like, like there was almost no questions that he was going to do it. And it was actually, believe it or not, because I've never really met him, right? This person in our community is good friends with him. And he said, listen, if they say it's a go, I trust them. Let's do it. Guys, it could be massive. It could be massive. But again, I'm not a gaslighter. I'm not here to sell anybody the dream, right? I only speak in facts and reality at the moment. And while, yes, I would love for this guy to be a part of it, absolutely, which I do think he will be. Even without him, this project's going to succeed massively anyway. It'll go to the next level with him, do not get me wrong. But either way, we're going to be just fine with it. Now that we know the ins and outs on every little way, like they always say, these people talk about, pay for CoinMarketCap to get listed right away. No, we'll be listed on CoinMarketCap within 48 hours with the new token. CoinGecko possibly the same day or the next. I prefer actually to have them separate, so we get 2 different pumps out of them. Unfortunately, DoD, like I said, was hurt because the BSC network was down that day of the CoinGecko listing, which we've battled through a lot, guys. As a community, we've been through a lot, and it's only been 45 days, but it goes to show you that when a bunch of people get together and they share the same vision, that it doesn't matter what happens, we're just going to get through it, and we're going to continue to push on. And the team itself, listen, I'm there. I do what I can. I'm not a technical guy. I help out as much as I can, but the things that they've had, that they have coming, and the things that I've seen, I'm just like, this stuff has not been done before. AK can say it too. I mean, he's the one who says all the time, what, 30 billion market cap's coming. Like,
Oh,
I truly believe it.
30 billion? I'm telling now 2 trillion. Take it
2
from 2 trillion market cap will be the biggest exchange, guys.
Well,
2
I'm
trillion.
telling you, like when I talked to these two tokens that spoke to me, right? And they heard about it through somebody else, and they said, "Listen, I understand you guys have this Alpha Ape swap that you guys are offering for projects to come aboard, and you guys are coming out with an exchange." I said, "Yes." I said, these are the features we're going to be having." I kind of gave them the whole rundown of it. They were super excited. They don't have the ability, and I mean, I shouldn't say they don't have the ability, because anybody has the ability to go find somewhere to stake, right? Whether you want to bring your project to another platform or not. The problem is they charge you out the ass. The fees are ridiculous. And when I told them this is the requirements are, they all jumped right all over it. They were like, "Oh, we're in." So,
And
but now,
Mikey, this is
they're
the
in, but
greatest.
now we're just going to just, what's that?
No, Mikey, I'm telling you, the exchange is far, far better than Robinhood. Far, far better than Coinbase Pro. Far, far better than Kraken. Far, far better than any other centralized exchange which I've seen. Right? This is the biggest thing which people will blow their mind when they see, because we have so much to do in the exchange part itself. And big, big, big. Go ahead, Mikey.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
I
Mikey.
couldn't. Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Hey, how you doing? So, can you just give the people that's listening right now about the Safe Moon wallet that came
Yes.
out for y'all guys? Can you give them a rundown, please?
Yeah, for sure. So, obviously, like I said, you know, we were we were working with SafePal on, I mean, not SafePal, SafeMoon. You know, we got in there. We were able to get them to. Obviously, it's not a promotional spot right now. It is what it is, but you can actively trade Defender of Doge on SafeMoon Wallet right now. You add it. You can add it. You can import like you do your Trust Wallet to MetaMask. You could do that on now SafeMoon, and you could bring in Defender of Doge. It's actually got the logo, unlike Trust Wallet that still has not uploaded our logo yet. Uh, but it's just more exposure, right? And I'm not saying go switch to SafeMoon, right? I mean the wallet. I mean it's cool. I tried it. It's not bad, but I don't know. I don't. I need to learn more about it. But I just know SafeMoon is another one of those projects that has a massive following. So the more eyes on the project, the better. And as of right now, we're not paying for it. You guys know me. I'm not paying for anything unless it's worth it. So we'll see how that goes. But you guys are more than welcome to try it out. Um, it is it's a pretty cool wallet. Our wallet's going to be better, I personally think, from what I've seen. But it's just another platform that you're going to be able to trade Defender of Doge on. Sergeant SHIB will be on there too. So these are just baby steps that we're taking. And that's why, I when I tell you I talk to people all day long, and the conversation I had today with somebody, and they asked me, I told you what I thought the price goal was, price prediction of Defender of Doge was. And when I told them, 2 zeros and a two by the end of 22, they were like, "You're out of your mind." And I said, "But am I?" I said, "Because I don't know if I am. Because if you continue to burn, and if we're about to sign just two projects right now to staking, and they're smaller communities, they're not big communities, guys, and each one of them, even if it's only a half a BNB worth of DOD they have to own right now, and 2,500 out of the 3,900 opt to do it, that's 2,500 holders in Defender of Doge right there, for a token that's only gaining value because we're burning so much. So my
Mike, can I
price
stop you for a
prediction,
second? I just
sure,
want to clarify something. You said
yes.
3,900, and then you said, but then if there's only 2,500 that decide to do it, so people, they don't have to do it. They don't have to
Well,
buy
no. So
DOD.
like the projects themselves, right? The two projects themselves
Yep,
have to purchase 10 BNB each worth of Defender of Doge to
understood.
get their
Yep.
right. So now, but no, but I'm saying some of their community members might not want to stake. So that's why I'm
Oh,
kind of just
okay, got it.
giving like
Okay, got it.
I'm
Okay.
giving like
All
the
right, just making sure. All right,
2,500.
that was good.
Yeah. No, they have to. If they want in, they
Thank
have
you.
to buy DOD. Absolutely.
And one more thing,
Next, who's next?
Mikey.
Yeah.
When our wallet comes, so Alpha Ape comes, right?
Yes.
I do not know about Safe Moon,
Mhm.
but one thing I know for sure. Please rectify me if I'm telling wrong. We can do like any like a Webull, like when they leave, their wallet for centralized exchange or Robinhood, we will be not just holding our tokens, but we will be able to connect the exchange and doing the trading there in that particular app. Is that right?
Correct. Yes.
See, that's what I'm
Yes.
telling. This is big, guys. This is big. Go ahead,
Yes.
Mike.
Yeah, it
So
is. It
basically,
is, man.
so what'll happen is, will that function be activated right away? No, because the wallet will be out before the exchange. But once it's paired up, and Tony will get into this more, but yes, it'll be a live exchange in the wallet that syncs with the exchange on the Alpha 8 network. So it's
I've
kind of
never
all in
seen
one.
that before.
It's all in one.
I have a question, Mike.
Sure.
So yeah, so these two projects that are gonna be about to be signed up, um, I mean, after they're vetted and KYC, then they're good to go. Is one of the conditions that they have a utility, a plan, or just any coin can or token can be listed?
Well, see, in this case, right, because it's obviously different, right? Like we're not listing their token for sale on our actual exchange. So they're just using one of our utilities, right? And the utility being the staking aspect of it. So while yes, we want to make sure they're not going to get the heavy uh vetting they would get as if we were actually hosting their project for sale on our site, right? Because these people already own that token and they're just coming here to now stake that token. So they've
I got
already bought it. So like there's nothing we could really do about it at that point. They already own it. It would be the same thing like if they wanted to come over and mint NFTs, right? Like they're just going to pay the fee and they're going to have to own a certain amount of DOD to mint NFTs on our platform. So in that case, again, they're doing their NFTs. That's totally different. So
got it.
they're not actually hosting a token for sale.
Got it. Thanks.
Sure.
Hey, yo, Mike.
Yo.
Can you, can you check your DM? Just want to go ahead and if I can tweak that, go ahead and send that out. Just an early paper trail so they know who did it first.
Sure. Yeah, no, man, get it out there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Get it out there.
Yeah.
Let the world know Sergeant Shib is coming. That's
Yep.
the way I'm
Yes,
telling you.
sir.
It's I still can't believe that nobody had the name yet. It goes with the whole SHIB army. Again, it's not a selling point. It's just something that, I spoke about the charitable organizations we're going to be working with. That's totally separate. Actually, I don't even know if you guys know this, but Alpha Ape, we actually adopt apes. I told Jules, who did I tell this to the other day? Was it Jules?
It was me. It was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
me.
we actually work with the Great Apes Foundation down in Florida, right? And so when Tony had talked to me a few months back, I had said to him, I said, listen, let's adopt apes. Like I've always wanted a pet monkey, I'm sure everybody in here has wanted a monkey, like to send them around their house to go get them stuff. I've always thought about that stuff. So I said, well, how cool would it be? Let's give back. And, because a lot of these, I'm going off on a side tangent here, but a lot of these, circus monkeys and stuff, they go to the circus afterwards, they can't be released back in the wild and they just kind of get dumped off to the side. So this sanctuary down in Florida hosts like I don't know how many of them. So we actually adopted, when I say adopted, right? Like you pay into it. He's actually I just got an email about him about 45 minutes ago, which is hilarious, and I'll post it. His name is Bubbles. I don't know, obviously here. Jules told me I was full of it, but it's Michael Jackson's monkey Bubbles that he had. So he's still alive for anybody who wanted to know.
He
He's in
is. He's
Florida.
38 years old. I found
He's in
out.
yep, he's
So
in
I'll eat.
Florida. I
I'll eat
have
the
the
crow. I'm okay.
so yeah, so I have the adoption certificate and all that. So that's something Alpha Ape does on the side too, which is pretty cool. Tony will put up the adoption website. I mean, the section he didn't add it back, But that's something we're going to continue to do. It's cool too, because you're part of the Alpha Ape community. I've already talked to them. So like they're not open to the general public. And so and I say as a community, you guys won't be charged for any of this, but us as the team members, we do this. It's not much money, but I've worked out a deal with the Great Apes Foundation that any Alpha Ape member that's like with our community can set up private events to go down there and actually visit with the apes down there, the chimps, the apes, the orangutans, whatever you want to call them. So that's pretty cool. If you're ever in Florida, you want to go check it out, let me know. We can set it up. But our goal is to adopt as many apes as possible, and you'll see them all listed there. That's
We need
just
to have
another
a
something.
DOD event in
Yeah,
Florida.
I mean, look,
Let's
That
do
is so
it.
awesome. That would be awesome.
Heck
you
yes,
know,
let's do it.
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
we'll we'll all meet down there at the Great Apes Foundation, and we'll just go play with some monkeys for a weekend. Why not? Okay.
Yes.
Vegas, baby.
Yes.
I'm going
Yes.
next
Let's
month, man. I'm
go.
going down there next month, so why not?
Yeah, no, listen. It's something that I'll post the adoption certificate and stuff like. It's cool. Listen, it's something. It's just something like I said. We as a community, we like to give back. We like to just do whatever we can. And we don't build it into our tokenomics. Like I know Jules and I spoke about this too. Like nowadays, a lot of people try to make money off of charity tokens. They claim this is going to a charity. Like, so we would never say like, oh, 5% of each sale is going to a charity. Like, no, we're just taking proceeds. Like, so say, I don't know, say we're supposed to burn X amount, whatever the case may be, is instead of burning $20,000 worth of Sergeant SHIB, we'll take 5,000 of it, we'll put it in an account, and once every quarter we'll donate to the Wounded Warriors, to all these other foundations that we're going to be working with. I mean, we're burning the money anyway, right? And I'm sure community doesn't really mind if we give back to special, to groups like that are benefiting the troops and the family members who, and this goes for all countries, guys. I know a lot of people in here too are not from the US. If you guys have any foundations overseas, anything, listen, guys give up their lives, women give up their lives to fight for freedom all over the world. We're willing to help anybody. So if you know anything like that, obviously reach out to me. We'll do our best to try to make that happen too. So it's a lot of information to process, man. I know I kind of spitball things. I ramble, I go on. The video I made was just kind of thrown together. I said, listen, I really need to get this out there because I just really need everybody to understand the whole concept behind DoD, because a lot of people just, I shouldn't say weren't seeing the vision, but there was a lot of confusion going on. So hopefully that helped. And Angel, I think she just said it. Just share it, let people see it. They can learn a lot by it. And there's a lot of big things coming, guys, and I'm super excited about it. I mentioned in the video about the price of DoD, right? The team does not care what this price is right now.
Mike, did you cut it out? Are you there?
He's gone.
Yeah, I think we might have lost him, but he's probably
Okay.
trying to. Yeah, I hear you, Mike.
100% just got cut off, and I was
Mike.
talking to myself for probably 10 minutes.
He's here. Hang on.
No, about 30 seconds. You're okay.
I don't even know where I was going with that, but whatever. I mean, listen, I'm super excited about everything that we got lined up. Kevin, I wish he was here. He could explain a lot of other analytic number parts of things, because I'm not the best with that. And obviously, Tony's been working with a lot of you guys one-on-one as far as staking goes, and I've heard that's been going pretty well. But now you know what you're staking for. Okay, you're staking, you're going to be earning Sergeant SHIB. I believe it was Turbo who said it last time that, you want to talk about diversifying your portfolio. You're owning DoD, you're staking it to get Sergeant SHIB. Sergeant SHIB is giving you rewards in Shiba, so you're getting 3 tokens for the price of 1. So it's just a no-brainer, So it's like it's all working together in harmony. Are we going to have our little hiccups here and our little glitches every once in a while? Of course. Every project does, you know. But the good thing about us is that we act very fast and we try to get things done as soon as possible. And you know, we appreciate all your guys' support with it. And I look forward to, you know, the future.
Mike, hey, Mike,
Yeah.
can I ask a couple recap questions if you don't mind?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. First part of my question is a little quick recap, and then next part of it is just like maybe something you can't say yet, but I do want to ask the question. So let me give you the easy one first. The military stuff. I know you said Wounded Warrior, and that's amazing to support that, and the fact that it's, you know, going towards this whole military vibe and supporting, you know, these troops, these people that have dedicated their lives to military. Can you give me the 3 names of the ones that y'all have on your radar for supporting?
Yes, let me get that for you right now. So it was the Wounded Warrior Project. It's the National Military Family Association, and it is Operation Second Chance, helping heroes move on. Those are the 3 so far that we've done our research on. You know, you got to be careful nowadays too with a lot of these charities, but they're pretty reputable. So the relationships have been started with them, and it'll work out.
That is very honorable and very awesome to hear that DoD and this entire Alpha 8 community is going towards that direction. I mean, I was all in before, so you put that on top. I mean, like, I'm getting excited. Second part of the question, now you're adding the animal rescues and all of this with the Alpha 8. So who doesn't have a big heart for animals? I mean, those are the ones that give us the biggest smiles besides our family and our friends, right? So like that's like huge. Can you tell me again, what is the Alpha 8? I'm sorry, the 8 Foundation, or I forget the name of the company that you said is in Florida. What are they called?
It's the Great Apes Foundation. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. I don't mess the name up. Hold on, I'll pull it up right now.
All right, thank you.
Great Apes, Florida. I get emails from them all the time. I should remember that. The Center for Great Apes.
Great.
The Center for Great
Thank you for
Apes.
clarifying. I know what you mean. Like, you know, you get under the you get the question asked, and then you like start to second guess. You want to make sure you get it right.
Yes.
Name right. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you double checking and clarifying. So let me get to the hard question. So, you know, and I don't mean hard, like I'm going to put you under the light right here. But what I'm saying is, in this new token, Sergeant SHIB, when it launches, is there going to be a straight up pre-sale for open to the public, or is there going to be a pre-sale that allows Defender of Doge holders to be a pre-sale buyer?
Oh, DoD holders come first with everything. Everything. Okay. So you guys,
how do they come first? Do they become like a whitelist holder, or what is next?
Well, yeah. So that's kind of something that we've been kicking around the ideas with. Obviously, you know, we want to satisfy every DoD holder, right? Thankfully, our community is still pretty small right now because I'd love to give everybody in it a whitelist spot. That's not my call at the end of the day, but they all will be taken care of. And I don't see a reason why, you know, if you're a true DoD holder and you're part of this community, that you're not going to get those whitelisted pre-sale spots. I truly believe that pretty much every one of them, as long as you're a DoD holder, you're going to get them. You know, I believe they want to do something probably like a 6-hour whitelist spot, you know, time frame for a whitelist to get in, and then it'll open up to the general public afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, no one's gonna hang this like information you're saying right now, like exactly word for word what you're saying right now. Sure. I want to ask just to kind of get a feeling for like, okay, so if I'm not a DoD holder and I've been hearing about DoD and I want to buy DoD, it sounds like they're going to benefit from buying DoD to become a whitelist basically on Sergeant SHIB, most likely. That's what it sounds like.
Say that again. You cut off.
All I was saying was, it sounds like most likely if you aren't a DoD holder and you're a new person because you've been looking for this new project, it sounds like it's going to benefit you to buy DoD now to become a holder of DoDs
yes,
whitelist.
yes.
Because if y'all come out with like a small soft cap of like 500 BNB or 1,000 BNB, you know, like that's going to fill up quick because the huge. I mean, even though it's not huge, but the community of DoD, I mean, those holders are going to eat that up quick. So I know that, like, you know, like I don't know what the soft cap and the hard cap is going to be within BNB on Sergeant SHIB, but you know, some of that has to be kind of considered because you're going to need an opportunity to buy DoD to be able to get in early. And if there's a 6-hour window or a 4-hour window, that's going to be greatly appreciated by the DoD holder. So that's a good idea. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's all my question. But
okay,
thank you.
Cool. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm finding these emails from the Great Apes because I want to post them later to show you.
So Mike, so for the promotion for the new token that's about to come out, how are you going to promote it before
hard? This one is one of the ones that you're going to see all over the place.
And listen, please, I'm begging
you're going to see it. Listen to me. You're going to see
you know what I'm coming with.
This one you're going to see, guys. This one will be it'll be all over. You know, DoD again. That was originally the game plan, right? DoD, we were going to just let it loose and go crazy, but then we decided, you know, with the whole pre-sale stuff that went down, and we were like, let's turn it into something different. It's just something that hasn't been done before, as far as a DeFi only exchange and project and having a stable coin to back it. You know, it's kind of revolutionary if you ask me, just the way it's all starting to come together.
I have a quick question, and with the different ways that you can be able to buy the next token, is this still going to be available on PooCoin?
Yes, it'll be available. Yes, PooCoin, Pancake Swap. It'll be available on like the SafeMoon wallet. It'll be available on our wallet by then, because it'll be by the time that launches. Yeah, I mean, as long as everything goes 100% with the release of the wallet, then yes, you'll be 100% able to buy that on our wallet.
Thank you.
So, Mikey, once the exchange comes, can we trade this coin as well?
I'm sorry, say it again.
So once this coin launches in our platform on Alpha Ape, once exchange comes up, can we trade even this coin
on our platform?
On Alpha Ape, on exchange, can we trade them?
Yes. Well, see, because the wallet's coming out first, so you'll be able to do it on the wallet, but the actual exchange, I don't think that'll be launched by the 15th. But but on the wallet, you will be able to, yes.
Thank you, Mikey.
I'm gonna post something. I got the email. It's so funny. We started talking about the apes too because I just posted an email I got today. It's just an update on what Bubbles loves to do. He loves backpacks. It's new current food. He loves drinks of any kind. Decaf tea and diluted juice are some of his preferred choices. But like, these are the things I get all the time. And to me, guys, I know, listen, you're like, oh, this guy's crazy. He likes this. Listen, like Mark just said, animals bring you joy just like everything else in the world. And, apes, alpha ape, diamond hands, that's what we are. And, and I'm not just saying we have to adopt apes, but it goes with what we are, obviously. And, it's a shame. It's just like they get tossed aside, I mean, and they got to be taken care of too. So it's just another thing that we all support, and it's something that we all really care about as well. So hand in hand.
Hey guys, so we have like 45 of us on this AMA, right? Guys, Charles just
I
posted.
have a question as a newer person to all of this, is confirming that in order to purchase the new Sergeant SHIB token, you purchase it with DOD, not BNB, correct?
No. It'll be with BNB. No. DOD is basically, DOD is the catalyst for everything. It's the key. Like I keep saying. So DOD is meant for all the services that Alpha Ape has. So if you want to mint an NFT, you have to hold Defender of Doge. If you want to stake your coins from another project, you have to hold Defender of Doge. Like right now, you could stake your DOD to earn Sergeant SHIB, but that's the only way you could actually purchase that with that, because we don't want to do that, right? Because DOD is going to be so limited to supply that we don't want people going ahead and just spending their DOD to get Sergeant SHIB.
Okay, that's
So
what I was wondering.
Mikey,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
so Mikey, we know the liquidity is so less, right? So we know
Mhm.
we are planning to push our token on the four centralized exchange, correct?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
do you think that whatever we have left is enough for the centralized exchange, because will be price will go more high then?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But you got to keep it. You got to understand something. So, what'll happen with these other projects that are buying into DoD, right? They're getting bought into straight LP tokens, so they're not going to be like the holders will buy, but the projects themselves. So, like I said, it's that these two projects we kind of gave them, whether it's going to stay a 10 BNB thing or whatever it may be, we'll see. We don't know. But for these two projects, we said, listen, to get you in your smaller projects now, it's 10 BNB each per project. So that's, I know it's 20 BNB, it's fine. Those are going to be strictly added to LP tokens for Defender of Doge. Those will not be used to buy in, like, because let me explain. So the project money itself goes to back DoD in our liquidity pool, right? The holders that come from these communities have to purchase Defender of Doge itself. So that's obviously where the price will continue to pump up. So the project money secures DoD's foundation more, while their holders is what drives our price higher. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. That's all going to work out. That's all, listen, liquidity and stuff like that, guys. There's so much money that can be allocated to so many things right now that it's not even funny. I mean, Kevin's in a meeting right now where if this deal gets closed, guys, it's good night, game over. But again, I don't speak about things until they happen because I'm just not that guy. But that's just the type of things that this guy. I mean, Kevin, I'll be honest with you, he's a pain in my ass. Tell him all the time. We fight all the time, but he gets results. He that's what he does. I mean, if he wants to meet, if an investor calls him and he's got to hop on a plane and go somewhere, he just does it. Me, I'm not getting on a plane to go see anybody. You got to come see me. I'm not saying I'm better. It's just I don't like to fly. But that's just him. That's what he does all day long. I mean, he just deals. But again, we have a motto here, right? All money is not good money. We don't want it. Listen, we've had people want to come in and offer stupid amount of money to come in, and we knew their reputation. We knew the circle they ran with, and we were like, absolutely not. Like, there's no reason. There's no reason. If DoD price stays at the 3.2, 2.0, 2.6, 4.0, whatever the case may be for now, it's fine. We don't want everybody's money. That's not what we're here for. We're not here for greed. We're not here for, to cash out. We're not here for any of that. Like, we're here to build something, like you said, AK, that's going to last a long time. That's going to be the first of its kind, strictly a DeFi only exchange where people have the confidence to buy. And these are just the building blocks, right? Sergeant SHIB is just going to be another one of those projects. It's going to build the trust, but it's going to be a much higher volume project, right? Just because of the name, because of what's involved with it, and we all know the SHIB army is huge, and that's what's going to take us to another level. But again, it's another project under this team's belt that'll bring more focus to Alpha Ape, and it'll bring more focus to everything that we have going. which in return reflects positively on all DoD holders. That's what I tell you guys when I keep stressing this. Like, guys, hold your DoD. Do not panic sell it. Hold it, grasp it, turn it into a diamond. And I'm not saying that to you as being part of this project. I'm saying that as being an investor of this project. I mean, you could do whatever you want. I'm not going to stop anybody from ever selling. You want to go, see ya. It's been real. We'll catch up some point down the line. Don't make mistakes that I've made. I've done this before in other projects, like an idiot that I've sold out early, or because of some FUD or some, oh, we might have had a dip in the chart today. You know, I want to sell. I've done those things, and it's bitten me in the ass a few times. And I'm not, and those projects had nothing compared to what this team has coming. And this is me as Mike the investor, not Mike as part of, you know, helping this project. This is Mike the investor speaking to you now. Like, I'm not turning around and selling something when most people invest in projects nowadays that don't even have a quarter of what this team is coming out with. And they hold for dear life and end up, you know, what do? They might 5X and then they sell out, or it goes to nothing, you know. But what, you know, we've echoed this here a lot too. What if our only goal right now was to sit in this one Telegram and talk about Defender of Doge every single day, day in and day out? How long would that last? Not for me. I wouldn't be here. I'd be here for maybe a week or two, and I'd be like, yo, I'm out. Like, what are we doing? But no, DoD has a purpose, guys. And it's not, excuse the language, I know there's a lot of people on here. It's not bullshit. Like, you see the results. Like, people, yes, did you invest your money in Defender of Doge right now and 20x your money? No. But I'd be scared to death if it did that, because I don't want that, honestly. I want something that's going to continuously grow, right? And that's going to continuously be worth more and more because of the supply. The liquidity is being built with these new projects that we're signing on, as far as, you know, and don't keep in mind too, Sergeant SHIB money is going to funnel back into DoD as well. So that, keep that in mind, because it's part of the Alpha 8 network. So it's all wrapped into one, except nothing leaves DoD to go help any other project. So I'll just be clear on that. It all comes back to help DoD. So you're on the right side of things right now. I'm not saying that Sergeant SHIB isn't going to be a monster project that I don't think you shouldn't get in and buy and make money off of it. And if you want to day trade it, if you want to buy and hold it, whatever you choose to do with it, that's your call. Just know that that's the type of coin or token that you're going to see that's going to have the volume. It's going to have the ups and downs. It's going to have, let me jump on the pre-sale. You know, I always look at this. This is Mike the investor speaking now, right? I've dealt in a lot of pre-sales, guys. They have a couple pumps that come along the way, right? You have your first after pre-sale pump, people dump. It happens all the time, right? Then you're going to have the people that couldn't get in the pre-sale, lined up to buy in. They buy in. It's going to drive the price back up. It'll stabilize. You'll get your buys, your sells here and there. Then you're going to get your coin market cap pump, right? Where next thing you know, it gets listed as one of the newly listed coins. It's on the front page, skyrockets in price. A lot of people pull profits on the way up from that. You could decide to do that if you want. Then you're going to have your CoinGecko pump. It's another pump. Then, you know, without saying too much, because it's not written in stone yet, if this person, you know, I have a meeting with tomorrow, I believe, if he signs on and green lights this project, guys, it's over. It's over. When I tell you it's over, it's over. Get into Sergeant SHIB. All of you guys that are staking your DoD to earn Sergeant SHIB right now is a smart ass move. You have nothing to lose by doing this and everything to gain. You're staking one token and earning two others. You're earning Sergeant SHIB and SHIB at the same time. You can't lose.
And Mikey, to add this one, right? If you just look, why I tell, you know, why not even 500 billion market cap, 2 trillion market cap, Mikey? Everyone need to understand that recently $200 million worth from centralized exchange from Bitmart, And now from the crypto.com, they were able to hack into them.
Yep.
And we are decentralized exchange, guys. We are decentralized and decentralized platform for NFT and everything. One platform
Yep.
accessible to the whole world. And that's why I tell this is Alpha Ape is alpha for the all exchanges in the whole world.
Exactly. And what's a funny part about that when you say that, right? Um, so I kept asking Tony, I was like, why can't we just put a wallet connect button on the Alpha Ape for the staking to solve everybody? He got really mad at me. He's like, no. I'm like, why? He's like, do you know that by putting a wallet connect button on their website, right, or whatever you may have, your Web3 site, connect your wallet. And I never knew this. It actually gives a back door to your website where people can actually exploit that vulnerability and get into the back door, not of only of your website, but everybody's wallet who uses Wallet Connect. Now, it scared the shit out of me. Excuse my language. I know it's after hours now, so I could talk freely. But it's like, you know how many times I've used Wallet Connect? I'm sure everybody in here has used Wallet Connect. It has a backdoor vulnerability. He said that when he was running the tests on them, he saw it, and it was basically opening up every file source code to the back end of Alpha Ape every time. It was only open for a split second, but by doing so, if you have somebody who knows what they're doing and they could get in there fast enough, they could wipe out everything. And that's not that's not an Alpha Ape exclusive thing. That's with all Wallet Connect. So, it makes you learn things every day, man. I just learned that was that this morning at 3 a.m. Possibly. I don't even know what day it is anymore, but he was telling me and he was like, "No, I refuse to do it." I said, "Okay, you're the boss."
That's a great thing about Tony. He knows in and out of it.
Yeah, that's it. He doesn't play around. He doesn't play around.
And that's why, Mikey, I tell this is the exchange for the security. We have intelligent developers who are building a platform for secure platform. And that's what I tell, which will be available to the whole world. And that's why I tell will be more than market cap of Facebook or where it is reached today, 2 trillion market cap. We will be there.
Yeah, no, I listen. I've said it multiple times, right? I said, listen, if you could tell me right now that there was a site I can go to where I could, I know if any of you guys watched the video, you're probably going to make fun of me with my little animations, but I had Johnny in there, right? Little cartoon Johnny. He wanted to buy X token, but it was on Alpha Ape. He had to get in there, right? He needed the keys to the kingdom to get to Alpha Ape. But if you told me that, listen, hey, there's this new platform available that hosts DeFi only projects that are fully vetted, that have been checked out. It's basically like how you want to call it. It's almost like it's a Coinbase for DeFi, right? Coinbase does not just list anything. They won't just put anything out there. And it's the same thing with Alpha Ape, except on the DeFi end of it. And the whole goal for Alpha Ape is, while yes, it's gonna generate revenue for every single one of us, especially the DoD holders, um, a lot of revenue for the DoD holders, uh, that you have that security, right? You know that if I want to go, AK puts out a token, right? And it gets approved by the Alpha Ape team. They want to be the gold standard for that. They want to make it so every DeFi project says, you know what, I have to list my project on Alpha Ape. That's where everybody's going to buy their DeFi because they trust those guys. They know the projects that they put out are not bullshit. That's what our ultimate goal is, for every product that we put out to be the gold standard of it. We're not taking shortcuts. We're not wasting money on BS. We're not, it boils down to the whole thing with DoD from the beginning, right? Everybody says, let's advertise, let's advertise. I've been dealing with advertising for a long time, guys. I've marketed a lot of things in my life. Crypto, it is the biggest scam, BS. I tell you the things I tell you guys all the time, the DMs I get. These people, man, they every little thing. Oh, send me 0.1 BNB. I'll post you in a call channel. I go check out their call channel. It's nothing but bots. Oh, give me $800. I'll do a Twitter campaign for you with all these influencers. I go check out their Twitter page. They're all botted comments. Like, guys, I'm not stupid, man. I'm not going to just shove. That's why you can spend a lot of money on advertising trying to build a crypto project. But in reality, it's doing nothing unless you're going with the real legitimate places. And I don't even mean like, I told you guys what the trending on Dex tools is. It's all bullshit. It's $15,000 for 24 hours. And that just gets you in the top 10. So it's like everything can be bought. The one thing that cannot be bought is Alpha Ape. You cannot buy your way onto this platform. We're not taking your money. You are not going to be able to stiff arm or strong arm or offer up some sort of money to say, hey, I need my project listed on Alpha. If it doesn't meet the requirements, it's not going on. We don't care who you are, honestly. We don't care what you offer because the reputation that we're building is worth more than the money. You let one project on that turns out to be a scam, it's over. So keep your money. Don't even try it because it won't be accepted.
Exactly. Gold standard tokens will be listed.
That's it.
Or
That's
blue
it.
ticks.
The blue chips. Yes, the blue chips of DeFi. Like if you have a legit project and you're confident in your project, you will have no problem with our team doing its research and digging through every aspect of what you have to list your project. You'll have no problem with that. If you have a problem with it, then you got something to hide. So we don't want you. Anybody else? Questions? Nobody?
Miss Jamie, just check your text message, please.
I think that's it, Mikey.
Alpha.
Mikey.
So,
I think that's it, man. I think we're good.
Mike,
yes.
Do you need a minimum amount of DOD to be whitelisted on the new token?
That's a tough question. I don't really know.
Oh, it's all good.
I don't
It's all
think.
good.
I don't think. Listen, we're not gonna. You know how we are. We're not gonna say you gotta own X amount. Like we take everybody's financial situations into consideration with that stuff. So I think it'll be all right. But yeah, man, I hit you guys with a lot of stuff at once. It's I know it gets crazy sometimes because we're always moving 1,000 miles an hour, but it's a good thing, right? Because in crypto, a day might as well be a week's a month's a year. You know how this time in this space is. It's insanity. I've never seen anything like it. So you got to stay up on things. You got to keep things moving. Otherwise, you lose communities. And that just flashes me back to the whole. Thank God this is not just an echo chamber. It's not just an echo chamber like 99% of these Telegram communities are. And it's just the same thing over and over again. Defender of Doge has a goal, and it's to be that stable coin for Alpha Ape. That's just the way it worked out, guys. Defender of Doge, it just happened to be there as that first project. You guys got involved in it, and now they've taken that project and said, this is going to be the one that people have to buy to operate anything that we have to offer. So you guys fell into the right spot. Again, not a sales pitch. I'm not gaslighting you. You're more than happy to do with what you want with your money. I've staked my tokens. I continue to buy, obviously. I'll be buying Sergeant SHIB on the pre-sale. And I just believe in the team. And again, this is Mike the investor, not Mike part of the project, or part of the team, I should say. Where else are you going to go? Where do you get this transparency from anywhere else? You don't. I've been there, guys. I've done it. You have people that say, oh, yes, we're being honest with you. Come to find out that they've been siphoning money from the project for months. That's not the case here. There's no need to. There's no need to. Anyway,
And Mike,
so
the other thing I was going to ask, oh, sorry. What were you talking about the Wallet Connect earlier?
Oh, so I asked Tony, I said, listen, we got a lot of people that use Trust Wallet and other wallets. I said, can't you just put a Wallet Connect feature on Alpha Ape? And at first he said, yeah, sure. It's not really a big deal. But then as he was running beta tests on Wallet Connect, and I don't know how this man does it. But he says on Wallet Connect, it opens up a backdoor to whether it's your exchange, your swap, whatever you're using it on, for a split second, to where you could basically get, he'll explain it better than I can, but it opens up like a vulnerability in the back door for you to sneak in if you're good enough to get in there. Like Tony is good enough to get in there. You know what I mean? Obviously, he would never do it because he's the most honorable guy I've ever met in my life. But he says, no, absolutely not. He's like, I'm not risking the community. I said, but Tony, hundreds of sites use Wallet Connect. He's like, okay, good for them. We're not doing it. And you know what? I don't argue with the guy because he's a nice guy, but when he makes up his mind, and especially if he thinks that in any way it could jeopardize our community members, he won't do it. So I got to respect it. So there's other ways, you know, until he finds another, you know, something else. Maybe he has to build something on top of something. But for now, you know, the staking is what it is. That's how it is. It's working. So that's pretty much it.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Alpha, we good, you think?
Pretty sure. I think everybody's over checking out the TG.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You did a great job, Mike. Awesome job, man.
Thanks, bro. I
Appreciate you dropping bombs.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man.
Mike.
For sure,
Yes,
guys.
thank you.
Any
Thank
questions?
you.
Obviously, Kevin, he'll probably jump on maybe tomorrow. Maybe I can get Tony come. Well, Tony will be on tomorrow during the day anyway. But if you have any of those technical questions that you guys were hitting me with, you know, he'll take the time and answer them. But anything else, shoot me a DM. I'm always around, and appreciate you all, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Bye,
Thank you,
Mike.
Mikey.
Thanks, guys.
Good
night.
Nice.
Bye, Mike.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Recording.
PGG.
PGG.